Really? Yeah. No, it's great.
It seemed like in the beginning, you guys, especially on third down, you guys were showing blitz and dropping linebackers. You think that's part of what got you flustered in the beginning?
I don't know. Whatever, our plan was to be able to be, to mix things up, and they do a good job. They're not a bunch of meatheads over there. They know what they're doing, whether it's their players or their coaches, schematically, and we felt that, like any week, you gotta do a good job of stemming, disguising, and getting them guessing a little bit.
To use your term, was Cleveland Ferrell a war daddy tonight?
Yeah, he was great. He was terrific. All those guys were, and very proud of him. And he's just kind of all season, you just see him just get better and better and better. And he started with the ACC championship. At first play they run a sprint out, hadn't run a sprint out. We didn't work that play once. But when you read your key, you trust the guys that you lined up next to and do your job, because that's what he's supposed to do on that play. But it doesn't always happen, But real proud of Clean. That was a huge play on that short yard she made early. Yeah. What I love about Carlos is it's really a teaching moment for all of our guys. Carlos, he'll be the first one to tell you that through his first 3 years probably didn't live up to his ability in the way he played or prepared, and occasionally would take a shortcut or just didn't hold himself to the standard that he should, and was good but wasn't great. And this year, and we said it in January, we started up winter conditioning, whatever that was. Coach Sweeney would remember the date. But his focus, the look in his eye, his willingness to lead, his intensity in all things football, all things I'm going to give back to these guys. I'm going to come back with a purpose and with the humility too. Not like, oh, y'all owe me something. Because I've been there. You guys go, I'm coming back. Oh, thank you. And then they come back, and then they're hard to manage, and then they stink, and they're actually a distraction. And I've had that happen through 20-some years, and to see Carlos not only come back and be a part of a very successful year, but to perform at the level he's had and have the individual success that setting records at a place like Clemson that's had the D-line that we've had, that's very special. Really, really proud of it.
Never been was there a point in which you just looked around and said, where are the shots?
No, not for me. Sometime, hopefully we get a game ball. It was so hard to come by around here. Hopefully maybe I'll buy my own. But no, Coach is going to get one, I'm sure. But, you keep a perspective on it, and start. I'm very proud of our guys. There's no magic calls. They go out and line up and get off of blocks and tackle and cover and play all three phases and complement each other. They're the ones that we're really proud of for them.
I know kids that had a different kind of scheme, and everyone watched this game, and I went, these guys lost 43 points.
Yeah, and it doesn't listen. It doesn't take much. You get on the wrong side of it when you start trying to do too much. You're supposed to play the dive, but I thought the quarterback pulled it. That's what happens. And then triple option, they run it up and down your rear all day. You can't stop anything when you don't do the little things right. And that was typical for that game. We did not do the little things right. Pitt did a great job. But what they did is what we worked on. And when you don't do the little things right, when the dive player doesn't play the dive, it's not a matter if you lose, it's by how much.
And there are nights like this.
And it's not like this, when we do all the little things right, and we got the momentum, we were on the right side of it all night. Whether it's a turnover, a missed field goal, rushing the football, stopping the run, creating pressure, winning third down, all of it. And we did the little rugby kick that goes for 67 yards, and then he lets it. It's a little stuff like that. It all adds up, and they were just on the wrong side of it. You play them, 10 more times, and probably not going to get 10 shutouts, to say the least. So. That's kind of the perspective that we have on it.
Does it make it a little more special that it is a shutout for you on the stage?
It's just hopeful to win. You're going, God, we win, then it's like, oh my God, then we got to prepare a whole nother week. But getting a shutout, it's a big deal. And but us, we're not going to sit around here and we're the best, because we're not. And But we got a good perspective on it, though.
There were like 50 great plays tonight by the defense. Is there one that sort of stands out to you now?
No, it's that first third and short.
Okay.
I think it was first third and short, where Clee does an amazing job. And that was a new play. We didn't work that play one time. Yeah, that fully loaded QB zone. Didn't work it once. So it looks like, oh man, they were ready for it. No, we weren't. We weren't ready for it. But they just played sound. You know, we're in the gaps. You get off the block, you disengage. You know, you trust the guys around you. So that's good stuff happens sometimes. So, but I thought that kind of set the tone. I thought that set the tone.
Clee